Good afternoon, y'all. Today is day 4 of starting my cold email agency. So, day 1, we got the website made. Day 2, we got our subdomains set up, warmed up. Day 3, we built our list to target. Today, we're going to launch our first campaign. So, like I discussed in yesterday's video, I'm going to start by reaching out to SEO companies to pitch them on using cold email services to book them web consultations or get them leads of companies interested in SEO. And how I'm going to do that is by targeting businesses on the second page of Google with a pitch that basically says you're losing business to your competitors on the first page. It's a highly effective strategy, and I've sold tons of SEO services doing that. So first thing I need to do is I need to download my list. So in yesterday's video, I showed you guys how to get the Apollo leads and the bounce rate between leads that were verified through email list validation and then just the Apollo verified leads. So you can see here I put in 3,890 emails, only 72% were deliverable, 11% risky, 5% undeliverable, and the rest are unknown. We're going to skip the unknown. I only want to be sending emails to deliverable emails. If I had a 28% bounce rate, it would absolutely kill my campaign and my emails would be blacklisted. So first order of business, I'm going to go into my Apollo account here and I'm going to put my leads in and launch my campaign. So I'm going to go to campaigns. Fortunately, it's August 8th right now. I've been running campaigns for my janitorial campaign. Everybody's out of office right now, so the response should pick back up in September. I'm going to add a new campaign. So SEO cold email campaign. Continue. Let's add some leads. You need to add the leads before you write the campaign because you're going to want to use customization fields in your campaign, and Instantly will not let you put those customization fields in until you have put leads in and they know what customization fields you have. Of course, these are Apollo leads, so there's a million fields that we do not need. First name, last name, email, company name, website, job title, skip the industry, city, or location. But that's not the website, so do not import that. That's not the email, do not import that. You can clean the list up in like a Google Sheet before you import it to Apollo or run it through List Validator to prevent this from happening. So just make sure I have a clean input here. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to upload all. 240 had a contact error, so I'm going to have 2,127 contacts in my campaign. If I get a 1% conversion rate or 1% reply rate, I'm going to have 21 responses. If I get 0.5%, I'll have roughly 11 responses, so not bad. So I went into ChatGPT, told them what I'm looking to do, and it gave me a basic kind of email title and kind of template to send out. I recommend not directly copying and pasting your email campaigns from ChatGPT. From what I've heard, the Google and Microsoft algorithms can tell when it's AI written content, and usually AI written content reads like it and people are a bit turned off. So I like to give ChatGPT my idea, see what it comes up with, and then edit it a little bit. So subject, instead of more SEO clients.com page 2, I want to use something that's going to get an opener. So stuck on page of Google. in my mind, the SEO company's going to open it and go, oh, somebody stuck on page 2 of Google. We have a new lead here, and that's going to be how I'm going to get them to read my sales pitch. So, hi, first name. Very important to use the customization field once again, because if somebody gets an email that says hi, first name, your trust, your credibility is gone. You want it to actually be their first name. So, hi, and what you do, insert variables, first name. I have, no, I'm not going to say I have, a lot of SEO companies. I'm going to keep this one very short, very simple. A lot of SEO companies, or a lot of money I'm going to open up with a question. Do you or your... Actually, I'm going to make this one really, really simple. If I can get service-based businesses, second, interested in learning how. That's it. So if I can get you leads of service-based businesses, a lot of SEO companies want to work with local service-based businesses, because national SEO that companies like Zillow, Realtor.com, Amazon, bodybuilding.com, any kind of large national brand, they're just not going to be able to compete with the millions of dollars of annual SEO budget that they have. So they'd rather work with a small roofing company that wants to rank in 2 or 3 cities, or a small plumbing company. They can still make good money, still charge really good monthly retainers, but aren't competing against massive national or international brands in their marketing teams and marketing budgets. So that is going to be it. That's my first campaign. Keep it really simple. Get them a little bit interested. We can close that. More SEO clients hiding on page 2. So what I'm going to do, your future clients are hiding page 2. Nobody wants to be on page 2 of Google. Once again, I'm going to keep this one really short. Actually, you know what? I'm going to copy what ChatGPT put and just edit it a little bit. So hi. Actually, I need to put their name on. I'm going to say hi to them again. I can put you indirect worth just reply. So the reason I'm going to put, if you don't want to hear from me again, just reply stop, is cold emailing law, to the best of my knowledge. I'm not a lawyer. Do your own research. You need to have a clear opt-out when emailing people for them to unsubscribe and no longer receive emails from you. You could do an unsubscribe link. However, I do not like to put unsubscribe links in my email. I would rather have a clear opt-out like stop. Instantly is really good for adding people to blacklists or do not contact lists. It makes it really easy. The reason I don't want to have an unsubscribe link or any link in my emails is you are more likely to go to spam or get rejected by anti-malware network security. So avoid that. Social proof, I'm not going to put false social proof in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put SEO I'm going to put their location. I've seen you are offering capacity right now. Are in need of SEO services. Once again, so I'm going to do a 3-step sequence to start. Send next message. I'm going to send it 3 days later. Send this one 5 days later. Save my campaign. Okay, did I save that properly? Brilliant. Okay, schedule. What I like to do is I don't like to run campaigns during all the business hours. I'm going to do 5:30 and I'm going to cut it off at like 3 o'clock. The reason I'm going to launch before 8, 9 o'clock when everybody starts working is you're sitting down to start working. You don't necessarily have time to read a cold email. I want to get in there before their workday because most people wake up, they check their phone, they check their email before they even get out of bed. I want to be at the top during that time. So Monday to Friday, don't bother sending cold emails on the weekend. People get a ton of emails over the weekend and you're just not going to be a priority. If you send them an email on Saturday morning, they have better things to do on Monday morning than get back to you. So I'm going to put my emails in here that are already warmed up. Appointment setting.pro. I have a few that are disconnected, that's fine. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. Open tracking disabled, very important. Do not have open tracking enabled on your cold emails. It will send your emails as HTML, which is going to be automatically sent to spam from the Google, Microsoft, and most email providers. So send your emails as text only, no HTML. Daily limit's 330 because my limit per email is 30. So I'm going to launch my campaign. This is going to start going out Monday morning at 5:30 a.m. So I hope this video helped. Really straightforward, simple way to add a bit of personalization and some customized fields in an email. Get your first campaign launched. So if it helped, follow along for more. This is day 4. Next week, I'm hoping I'm going to get my first few positive responses and then show you guys how I onboard a client, pitch a campaign to them, and hopefully close a deal. So thank you for watching. Bye for now.